Hi, Pipe Smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, in the outskirts in Brockport, New York. Yes. And it currently is 7:07, 7 minutes after the hour, on January 13th, 2022. The weather outside is 35 degrees. Yes, it's balmy. And tomorrow it's going to get down to about 4 degrees. And the next day, which would be Sunday, it's going to get down to about 2 degrees. And it's dark. So welcome to Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, it's been an interesting week, you know. Hi, Kelly. Kelly is my calico cat. And Kelly, would you like to be on camera to show everybody how much you've grown? Who wants to see Kelly the cat? Anyways, but first, grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite blend, kick back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, whatever you want to drink. For me, it's Thirsty Thursday. It's been a long week, so I do have 2 Busch beers sitting here, which is kind of my trademark. All right, so it's 2, yeah. It's not 2 for Tuesday, but it is Thirsty Thursday, and it's been a long week of eating grinding dust and smelling welding fumes. Yeah, so let's grab Callie. Bear with me 1 second. Callie, come here. Come here, baby. Look how big Callie the calico cat has gotten. Those of you who have followed my videos have watched Callie. And when I first got her, she was born August 1st of 2021. So, and right now she's purring. Yeah. Oh, you can hear her purr. Listen. Yeah. She's a lover and a fighter. Oh, yeah. She wants to fight and bite and scratch. You know, I live in the country, so mice in the country can find a way into your house. I mean, my house is clean and all that stuff, but when you're in the country, a mouse can squeeze its head through the tiniest crack. And yeah, they don't come around here. Callie, well, she hasn't dropped a mouse head in front of my door. She's an indoor cat. The last place I lived, we had a few cats, and they prided themselves on chewing a mouse or a mole, chewing its head off. Yeah, it sounds kind of bad. And set it outside the front door. They were outdoor cats, and that's a cat's way of saying, hey, I got your back. You know, it sounds pretty bad, but anyways, Kelly's getting big. Yeah. Look at that. I got her when she was 7 weeks old, and she couldn't even jump off the couch. Now she jumps everywhere. Right, Kelly? Yeah. This morning, Kelly, you can go back. Say goodbye. This morning, as I was making my tea, Kelly, let the hand go. All right. Kelly might need to go in timeout. Behave. We're doing a video, Kelly. Anyways, so this morning when I was making my tea, stop. This morning when I was making my tea, oh, she wants to be the star of the show now. All right, we're going to pause the video. I'll be right back, and we're going to put Kelly, yeah, in a nice spot. Yeah. While I'm making this video. I'll be right back. Sorry to waste 4 minutes and 40 seconds of your time. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So I put her in the other room, and yeah, she likes it there. It's peaceful. When I do my videos, when she gets interruptive, not to talk about my cat, through all of Thirsty Thursday, but, it's like putting your kid in timeout when you're trying to do something, and they're pestering you. She wants to fight. She wants to play. She's a killer. So this morning while I was making my tea, all right, it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm pouring the tea out. Kelly's all excited. I'm up. She wants to fight or play or whatever those crazy calico young cats want to do. And I don't have her declawed. Actually, it's illegal in New York to have your cat declawed, and I would never do that. Doesn't she jump up off the floor, 4 foot in the air, puts one claw through my right nipple, and is hanging there, all 4 or 5 pounds of her. And I just look down and I'm like, thanks, Kelly. Now, I have a high threshold of pain, but really, I kind of thought I was like at a Burning Man convention in Arizona where they hang you from hooks or something like that. Those of you who don't know what the Burning Man thing is, I've never been there, nor will I ever go there. But you can Google it. Those of you in Arizona and the U.S. that knows what the Burning Man convention is will probably get a chuckle out of that. But enough about the cat. So, anyways, we have, because it is Thirsty Thursday, Paul the Pipe Guy's favorite adult beverage, which I try not to drink too much of because kind of looking out for things, eating better and so forth and having a couple less of these. But it is Thirsty Thursday, so we are going to snap that open. I hope you all have your pipes, your favorite beverage, and you're watching. Yeah. All right. So, cheers. So let's get right down to it. The first pipe here that Kelly tipped over while she was up on my lap. We're going to somewhat reload. Yeah. I'm always prepared for anything. Yeah. Especially a killer calico cat. Yeah, she picks my pipes out for me sometimes. She'll knock them down. It's usually 2 at a time. It's like she knows, I find 2 of them on the floor. She's slapping them around. Yeah, these are the ones you should use. And she watches every video. I mean, she doesn't have a smartphone or a computer. Otherwise, she'd be a subscriber. But, I rewatch every single 2 for Tuesday or Thirsty Thursday that I do. So, not to just watch myself on TV, but to kind of critique, what I've done and see what I can improve, And she'll sit right up there and watch TV. Like, oh my gosh, Daddy's on TV. And look, I'm not a big deal or anything. I'm just a guy that smokes a pipe that's in his living room with his Galaxy S7 cell phone that can't figure out how to get his brand new 4K ultra high definition Wi-Fi camcorder going. You get what I'm saying, all right? So, all right, I am rambling. So our first pipe is a Mr. Bragg Poker Briar, yeah. And that is half full with some Cornell and Deal Pirate Cake, which I love. If you haven't tried Cornell and Deal, watch my, look it up. I did a tobacco review on that. And if it sounds good to you, then buy it. But we're not doing tobacco reviews tonight. We're doing Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. So here we go. Oh, yeah. Good old pirate cake. So, Brad the Bearded Piper. He won a giveaway. We've all talked about this in past videos. And Brad the Bearded Piper, look him up. He's a great guy. He has a couple of videos. There's one on a gnome that his father told him would. His father, when he was a kid, would say a gnome, like a garden gnome, would get up and come alive in the middle of the night and come in and steal your pipes and tobacco. He's got a cool video on that. That's a real cool, interesting story. I don't know whether that really happened or not, but Brad the Bearded Piper has become a friend of mine. And he's out of Pennsylvania, which he only lives about 5 hours south of me. So I could drive down there if I wanted to. He had COVID. Now he's back on the job, thank God. So Brad the Bearded Piper, when he won my first and my latest giveaway, I did send him a blend of my RPG number 7, Captain Blood's Revenge. And he actually has a 2-minute review on there on my blend, and he really said a lot of kind words about me and about my blend, because I kind of play around with blending tobacco a little bit, and he made me look way, way better than I really am. I appreciate all the kind words, Brad. Brad the Bearded Piper. So check that out, his little review of my RPG number 7, Captain Blood's Revenge. It's my own blend. And I sent that couple ounces with the giveaway that he won. And now that he doesn't have COVID anymore, is able to taste it and smell it. So I don't know. I don't think I'm anything special at all. I just enjoy pipes. I enjoy tobacco, and I kind of sometimes, when I have the time, play around with different blends. Mix and match and blah, blah, blah. By the way, RPG number 7 stands for Richard Paul Gilson, which is Paul the Pipe Guy's full name. My channel is under Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. You can't find me under Paul the Pipe Guy. You got to look for Paul Gilson, Gilson. Oh yeah. So, I got up this morning. It was kind of strange. And I had a notification from, I don't know what time it was, sometime during the time I went to bed till the time I got up this morning, and we just hit 502 subscribers. Thank you, subscribers. So I got a notification from a J-Dog, D-A-W-G, J-Dog Pimp Daddy C. And I'm thinking, what is this? And the guy says, congratulations, I'm your 500th subscriber. So J-Dog Pimp Daddy C, yeah, sometime last night became my 500th subscriber, and And then I says, well, thank you for subscribing. And he's like, and he had commented on my my lane my lane 1Q, and he says I have some lane 1Q and I'm going to add black Cavendish to it, black Cavendish or Perique or something, but it's a very dark black tobacco blend. And I'm like, this is kind of odd. Is this like some famous rapper pipe smoker? I, I don't know. It was a little strange. I tried to look him up. I mean, the only thing that came under that is, let's see, a dead rapper and then some other guy, but J Dog, DAWG, Pimp Daddy C. Yep. So I did respond to him today after work, and I was like, yo, G, which, that's the way we used to talk in the day. G for, I don't know, like buddy or whatever. Yo, G must be driving a great hoopty, which a hoopty is a car, all right? Like a puddle jumper, whatever. It's old Ebonics, all right, from the 80s. Whatever. I don't know. It was interesting. So we're going to try our next pipe here. Yes, but first, and repeat after me, we must clear the palate. Yes, cheers. It's funny when your kids start subscribing to your channel. I only have 502 subscribers. I'm very thankful for every one of you. But there's other pipers on there, and it's like, I look and it's like, they came out with a video yesterday, and they have like 1.5K views. It's like, how do you do it? And you've only been doing this for like 2 years? Which it's not a contest. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it. But I'm wondering, wow, man, they got like 15,000 subscribers, and it baffles me. Like I said, it's not a contest, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. So on our next pipe we have here is a Brian Kelnitz. These are all handmade pipes. I love this one. And you can get, Brian Kelnitz is out of the Buffalo, New York area, which is really only about an hour to an hour and a half away from me. Actually, I think he's in West Seneca, but it's the Buffalo area. So I would like to go to see his factory. He's a awesome craftsman, and he uses 100-year-old aged briar. He doesn't put any bowl numbers on them. He just puts he puts on the bottom, he puts handmade B Kelnitz, and it's BKALNITZ. So I would love to meet that guy. I'd love to go into his shop. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but when you're working so much, and I'm 57 years old, when you're working so much and you have kids and grandkids and so forth, and things that you want to do for yourself, downtime, sometimes it's like you don't have time to really do stuff that is kind of like on your bucket list, I would imagine. Like last weekend, I went to the Goodwill and kind of roamed around there for a couple hours and found a couple of cool things. Went to another store, roamed around there, saw some cool stuff. Didn't buy anything other than like a $3 drain plug for my sink. Mm. These Brian Kilness pipes smoke good. And in that we have Captain Earl's Night Watch. Yes, Captain Earl's Night Watch. And this was package 311 of 21. Captain Earl's is a Cornell and Deal blend. And I've done a tobacco review on that. If you want to look up Captain Earl's Night Watch, you can. Yeah. So there's a few things I want to do. I've been thinking, you know. Pretty much my whole adult life, I've worked a lot of hours. I've always worked one or two jobs. And I think it's time to step back and smell the roses a little bit. I'm very thankful for the company I work for. I really am. They're a great company. But right now I'm on a 6-day-a-week overtime thing where we're working 5 10-hour days and then 5 hours on Saturday. And I'm very, very grateful for the ownership. The owner of my company is just wonderful. He's blessed my family so much over the years. But, you know, and the paychecks are okay. But there's, you know, also stuff I want to do. I do have some vacation time. I got some sick time. And I kind of was assessing my situation a little bit. You know, when you try to eat right and you don't just get like takeout pizza or whatever. So let's say you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's dark. You know, and I like to get up earlier because I don't like to be one of those guys that likes to be extremely rushed in the morning. I like to get to work 10, 15 minutes early, sit in my truck. And believe it or not, you know, I'll answer subscribers, or I always check the Bible verse of the day in my truck, always. And if somebody don't like that, oh well, you know. I like an inspirational Bible verse to wake me up in the morning. Although I usually wake up as soon as my feet hit the floor. But I don't like to be rushed. Then you forget things and so forth. So I get to work, you know, and it's dark this time of year. And I'll sit in my truck, you know, for a few minutes. A lot of guys, they'll show up like at 6:29 because we're supposed to punch in at 6:30. And if they tripped on the front doorstep, they'd be late. You know, I don't like that. You never know what you're going to be running into on the way to work. You know, it could be bad weather, a tree down across the road. I've had all that stuff happen. But I've worked hard all my life. I've raised a large family, and I've worked hard. I've sacrificed a lot, but my children are priceless to me. And the money that I made over the years, I invested in them. I'm not a perfect father. I'm not a perfect person. So it's like I don't have a huge 401k and all of that stuff. My investments went to my kids. And now they have kids of their own, so I'm a grandpa. And so, yeah, I made some personal sacrifices. I mean, when you have a huge grocery bill raising a lot of kids, you know, it's not a lot left over to put away after mortgage and taxes and a car payment and this payment and that payment. So, I don't know. If I went back, I wouldn't change it. Every one of my children are gems. They are gems. And as most of you know, I have lost 2 sons Uh, that was very hard. But I took inventory and I was like, well, I still have 4 sons and I have 4 daughters. And I have my faith. And that makes it all worthwhile. I just try to move forward every day, one step at a time. So if I had to go back and change anything, I wouldn't. I mean, if I would have joined the military like I wanted to originally when I was 17, 18 years old, I wouldn't have any of the kids that I have now. You know, the choices you make early in life, you know, you can look back and say, I could have done this or I could have done that, but look what you have. And if you would have, and you can't ever go back and change it. So I look at what I have. I have really good children that are adults now. Yeah. And my daughter, Miss Bianca Gilson, is one of my newest subscribers. Yeah, she's my daughter. She's going to be 19 soon. Oh yeah, so relaxing. Oh, I love this Captain Earl's Night Watch by Cornell and Deal. I'm going to pause the video for a second, and I'm going to go check on Kelly the cat and make sure that she's laying down instead of like unrolling the toilet paper all over the floor, knocking stuff down. I haven't heard any crashes or anything, but I'll be back in just one moment. All right, so we're back, and Kelly the cat is laying peacefully on my bathroom rug. And no, she hasn't caused any mass destruction or anything like that. And if I have to put her in the bathroom while I'm doing a video because she's being disturbing, then I leave the light on. You know, she knows. Anyways, so as I was sharing earlier, I'm kind of rambling on tonight. I'm tired, but you know. So you go to work, you come home, blah, blah, blah. You're trying to eat right. You get home at 5:30 at p.m. Now you've been gone for almost 12 hours. You scoop the litter box, which I do every day. You feed the cat. You do this. You sit down, answer a couple of emails. All of a sudden it's 6 o'clock, 6:30. Then it's time to get dinner ready. You know, and it's just me and the cat that live here, and my roommate, which is never here. And then, you know, by the time you cook a good, healthy meal, and then you use leftovers, all of a sudden it's like 8 o'clock. And it's like, where'd the time go? Then it's time to calm down or whatever. And then the next thing you know, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And it's just like, the day's gone. So I do have a little bit of a bucket list. I do have to stop and smell the roses. You should too. You know, I was thinking today, you know, a kind of a little bucket list. You know, how cool would it be? And I've made some friends on YouTube within the YouTube pipe community. How cool would it be to go see Brad the Bearded Piper, who lives 5 hours from me, and his goal is to build an office for his business in his garage. So it would not only serve as an office for his business, but it would serve as an area for him to do his videos and heat it in the wintertime, and he could smoke his pipes in there, kind of like a mini man cave / office. How cool would it be to drive down there and say, yo, I love to work with my hands. I have tools. Let's spend a day or two and do this project together. Maybe we can do a YouTube video together and have a smoke together. That would be cool. All right? That would be really cool to me. How cool would it be to go see one of my subscribers who I've become friends with, Mr. Adam Park, in Scotland? How cool would that be? And maybe go over there and do a YouTube video or whatever together, and he can give me the tour of Scotland and, where he lives. I think that would be cool. How cool would it be to go to Poland and visit the Mr. Bragg factory where they smoke pipes while they're making them and meet the owner? I'm sure they do tours. It's like I'm working my life away, and life is passing me by. And I need to take some time, and probably you folks do too. So some of those things are on my bucket list. I'm going to make a bucket list. I'm 57. I could live to be 107. I don't know. But I want to do more than just work. Yeah. I'd love to go to Mr. Bragg, meet the owner. He's so enthusiastic about pipes. Anyways, about ready to run out of time here. We're going on 31 minutes and 12 seconds. We're going to have some giveaways and some other stuff, and some cool stuff coming down the road. I think you'll like it. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, in the United States of America, and happy Thirsty Thursday. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers, and be kind and love one another. Over and out.